Hello, everybody. I just wanted to take this opportunity to welcome you all back to school finally. It's been a long time. We certainly have missed you, boys and girls, and all of our families here at Patricia St. Clair Elementary. We can't wait to have you all back. So I just want to take this opportunity to welcome you back, boys and girls, and say we can't wait to see you Tuesday. There are some new things, some changes that we have to have some patience with, but all of those changes are meant to keep you safe, and that's our number one priority at a school, is to keep students safe. um, Parents, families, before I continue on with my brief welcome back message, I just wanted to say for all of these things, we certainly appreciate your patience so far and your continued understanding and patience with these things that we are working out, different protocols and procedures, masks, drop off, pickup, social distancing, recess, lunch, all of those things. We just continue to ask for that patience and grace that we're going to have to all give each other, because we're figuring this out together, and as we've said all along, we're in this together, especially in our school community. Next, I want to move on to masks. Boys and girls, I just want to show you what I will look like in a mask. I have some cool masks to start the year. I have R2D2 one that you'll probably see me in the first day. I plan on wearing my R2D2 mask. I have a Hesperia one that I don't have with me today. I also have a Baby Yoda mask that I'll be wearing. Oop, my Baby Yoda mask that I'll be wearing probably the first week. I have one that says Star Wars on it, like I said, an Hesperia one. But I also have this one. You might see me in sometimes, especially if it's hot, because this one, this kind of standard one that goes over your head first, doesn't fog up Mr. Mai's glasses if I pinch it down. So you might see me in this one too. It's not as fun, but it's not fun walking around with fogged up glasses either. So those are some of the masks you'll see me in, and all of the staff will be in masks for most of the day. Mr. Mai will be, I will be in a mask unless I'm in my office by myself or outside far enough away from everybody that I won't have to wear one. So I wanted to talk about masks. Families, please look at your communications that came home from teachers. There's some more specifics in there about the hows and whens of masks, and also the updated message on that, wording on that. Okay, if a student is not wearing their mask, we will provide them one reminder and provide them with a mask that we have here. If they are still having a difficult time wearing their mask or keeping it on, we'll have a discussion, either the student and myself or Mrs. David, and then if it continues to be a struggle to keep that mask on or wear a mask, then the student will go home for a day. It's not a suspension necessarily, it's just today it didn't work trying to wear that mask, and we're going to try it over tomorrow. We're going to make it all positive. There's no progression beyond, like 1 day suspension, 3 day suspension. It's just we went through this today and it didn't work out, and we're going to try again the next day. Okay. Parents, I posted some separate videos about drop off and pickup, and one that kind of takes you through the new layout of our parking lot out front for both drop off and pickup. And again, families, we're just asking please with some patience and grace. It's a brand new procedure for all of us, but we can't do it the way we did before because of social distancing requirements in the main vestibule out here. It's just the way that we did it before isn't possible. I know that way that we used to do it wasn't necessarily the best setup, but it was the best that we could come up with, having everybody arrive at the same time and be dismissed at the same time. Now we have a little bit more leeway with that. So families, please look for that. Well, those will be posted today as well. Boys and girls, I just want to mention real quick, we talked about back in March when we had to, quarantine, go home, and not be able to come back to school, that we would be able to start this year in your old classrooms. Well, unfortunately, we can't do that because of something we call cohorting. You have to stay with your same class all day, and so it wouldn't be possible to go back to the old class for a little bit and then come to the new class, because then we wouldn't be able to do that thing that we call cohorting. But just know that your teachers from last year miss you. They're still here. They'll be looking for you. They can say hi to you. They still very much are wondering how you're doing and miss you. And so when you see them, please say hi to them and know that we would have put you back in there if we could have, but we just can't do that with some of our new rules. Also, fourth graders from last year, new fifth graders. I know we said we'd have a clap out, and we still do owe you that clap out, but I don't think it's fair to do a clap out when we can't all be in the hallways together. So we're going to continue to brainstorm how we can do that, how we can have a clap out and ring the bell for you. It may be when we're back in phase 5, but just know that Mr. Mike's thinking about that, and I haven't forgotten it, and we will get that in somehow. Also, families for busing. You know, like I said, we posted some videos on arrival and dismissal, but I didn't post any for buses. Busing will be the same. We're going to release by bus, one at a time, and not all together. And then there'll be adults out there, many more adults than we had last year, to make sure that we're getting students in the right door, trying to keep them as socially distanced as possible. And also, with that and drop off and pick up, all students should sanitize their hands when they walk through the door. We'll have sanitizers at all the station or all the entrances. They need to wear their mask the whole time until instructed to take it off by staff for those appropriate times, like breakfast would be one. And they need to go immediately to their classroom and then wait for directions from their teachers. So one more time, when you come in the door, please sanitize your hands. Make sure that you have your mask on right away, and then go directly to your classroom. Don't stop at your lockers, and then get that direction from your teacher. Okay. One more thing before I go. I know we have a lot of Panther virtual students out there, and I just want you boys and girls and families to know, if you're a Panther virtual student, you're still one of ours. You're still assigned to a class, and we miss you, and we can't wait for you to come back when you feel comfortable doing so. But just know that you can reach out to your teacher that you're assigned to, or Miss Stephanie, or myself, and we'd be happy to answer any questions you may have, and talk you through anything, because Panther virtual students, those ones that are going to school virtually, we miss you, and we can't wait for you to come back, and we want you to feel like you're just as much a part of our school as everybody else. That's all I have for now. Again, we miss all of you. We can't wait to see you on Tuesday. Stay safe. We'll see you soon.